Stated in World Vision 2022, it is estimated that 1 billion children live in multi-dimensional poverty, which means poverty is not an issue that only affects a country or a continent but the whole world. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, to honorable all of the judges and all audiences. Let us say our gratitude to God has given us the ability to breathe, to stand, time, and chance so we could gather here peacefully. My name is Apriyan Akagani from Universitas Sriwijaya. Here I am, standing proudly with my speech, The Urgency of Child Support to Break the Extreme Poverty. Ladies and gentlemen, we feel we are excluded, judged, or hurt because we are barely to fulfill our childcare needs and we think we are poor. Unfortunately, poor or poverty is more complicated than you think. If you think poverty is only about money, please have a look to our brothers and sisters out there who are still suffering from malnutrition, lack of access to education, and lack of access to healthcare. Ladies and gentlemen, poverty chain is hard to break to create a new better life. Poverty refers to a situation of lacking enough resources to fulfill daily life necessities such as food, clean water, shelter, and clothing. The definition of poverty nowadays is actually getting more complex these days, which is expanding to healthcare, education, and transportation. Thus, poverty does not give the opportunity to the people themselves to grow healthier and to attend the school because it changed their mindset to fulfill only their daily needs instead of long-term needs. Ladies and gentlemen, in multi-dimensional poverty index, there are 10 there are 10 indicators of poverty. Some of them are nutrition, child mortality, years of schooling, school attendance, and nutrition, and cooking fuel. Sorry. But there is an aspect that should be highlighted from poverty is actually extreme poverty. Extreme poverty is a situation where people live on less than 1.90 US dollar per day only for consumption. As of 2022, India has the greatest number of people who lived in extreme poverty, which is 83 million people. Moreover, according to World Poverty Clock, there are 173.7 million people in Asia, 460 million people in Africa, and 31.8 people in South America who are still living in extreme poverty nowadays. Ladies and gentlemen, poverty is a continuous cycle that is really hard to break, but it does not mean we cannot break it, correct? Yes, it is. It could be started by enhancing the root, which is the children. The reason is because the children do not only experience the common problems of poverty itself, such as illness from undrinking water, poor sanitation, malnutrition, and lack of access to education and healthcare, but also could trigger a continuity cycle of poverty, increase the number of early marriage, and raise a psychological issue of stress. Thus, child support is really important to break the poverty line starting by now. I encourage you to gather to propose to help them to, to sustainably stay away from poverty. Additional statistic from Escape April 2018, it is stated that it takes 168 for Indonesia and 259 for Pakistan to start converging to average income. 168 years and 259 years is actually a really long time. It means there are so huge possibility for Indonesia and Pakistan to help more people who live in extreme poverty and make the situation even worse. Ladies and gentlemen, the years of converging to average income of Indonesia and Pakistan actually shows us that there are two more issues, which is social and economy and equality. We do not want these three issues, poverty, economy, and social inequality, getting worse day by day. Many ways we can overcome this situation based on our capability and skills. Here I am representing each and every one of our brothers and sisters out there to show the increasing of access and quality of education, healthcare, and child protection. Ladies and gentlemen, we are acquainted to reach the goal of SDGs by 2030. Of course, it is not only my duty, but all of us, you and the government. The action could be started by small movement, by raising awareness of breaking poverty. If you do not know how to start, you can find an NPO or non-profit organization or United Nations programs that support child's need. By those, you help world to be the better one, and you give them hope to live longer and even stronger. In a larger scope, you could conduct a training or give your knowledge to them of daily basic skill to help them to make their daily activities more efficient so it costs less time. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today because they believed in us, and we owe it to our brother and sisters there as our next generation to believe in them, to break the poverty. As I close this speech, I do so with respectfully by saying, I see you, I hear you, and I'm here for you. Thank you so much for your great attention. Good day, ladies and gentlemen.